How's it going, YouTube, and welcome to my unboxing of the Sony Xperia Z3. Now before I begin this unboxing, I will tell you that I am recording this using the iPhone 6, not the 6 Plus but the 6, and using an external microphone as well plugged into the iPhone. Anyway, on to the unboxing. So this is Sony's latest flagship model. In fact, before we open it up, let's have a look around the box. You can see it's presented like that with the camera just there. Sony Z3, nothing too exciting. You can see the different colors it comes in, and it tells you a little bit something about the phone in terms of spec wise, and it's waterproof and running on Android. So let's jump straight in there. So I'm going to put the phone aside just for 1 second. We'll see what else we get in there. Now, this is something I quite like to see, and Sony's seem to be pretty good at doing this. They actually give you a screen protector, which is pretty nice. Not a lot of manufacturers actually do this, but Sony seem to do this quite often. You also get your 3-pin adapter. So this is a 1500 milliamp power adapter with USB on one side. Your USB cable, pretty basic. Some earphones, which are some pretty nice looking Sony ones. The different size earbuds depending on the shape and size of your ears, or depending on comfort level as well. What is this? Looks like is it an OTG cable or UTG cable? The ones that go into the bottom of your phone, or in this case it might be the side, but it goes into your micro USB port, and basically it gives it a female USB end, so you can put a memory stick in there and all sorts of different things into there. And a ton of very boring pamphlets, warranty information, accessory guide, startup guide, and SAR levels and things like that. Very boring. Anyway, onto the phone itself. So as we take this plastic off, you can actually see the phone is in this protective film front and back. So let's just peel that off quickly. That's one. And the second one, 2. Okay, so starting from the left hand side, you can see there is a port there. I think that is a lanyard strap. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's for a lanyard. You got your magnetic dock and charger section right there, so you can dock it. Under the first flap, let's see, there we go. So that's where your micro USB port is for charging and syncing. If we look at the top, you can see the 3.5mm headphone jack and a microphone, and as we keep turning it around, you can see this is where your micro SD card goes. Anything else under there? And your SIM card, of course. I'm pretty sure it actually takes a nano SIM card there, but it does take a micro SD card, up to 128 gigabytes in fact. The phone itself has got, does come in 16 and 32 gigabyte variants, but you can expand it, of course. Okay, here you have the power lock key, and that is a volume rocker button, and something I really like to see. I wish most phones would incorporate this, but there is a camera shutter button just there as well. And at the bottom it's completely clean. Okay, so as we look at the top, you can see there is a speaker there and a speaker there, hopefully for some stereo loudspeaker, a bit like the HTC. Very unlikely to be as powerful as the HTC, but still, it's good that they've incorporated that. You've got a front-facing camera there as well. The front-facing camera is 2.2 megapixel. So as we look at the back, you can see the 20.7 megapixel G camera there. NFC on the back, Sony just there as well with Xperia, nothing else there. So this rear-facing camera is capable of 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60, and 720p at 120 frames per second. So let's get this thing powered up. 5.2 inches at 1080p, so it's not your QHD display like you see on the G3 and a few other phones, but it's still absolutely adequate. Gives you a pixel per inch density of 424, and let's not forget, Sony do like to use IPS displays, and it's got their X-Reality engine for smoother graphics, shall we say, or visual anyway, and it's got the triluminous display as well, just to make everything pop a little bit better. So I'm just going to skip all this very, very quickly. And here we go, we are loaded in. So powering this is a Snapdragon 801 processor, it's quad-core 2.5 GHz with Adreno 330 GPU, so nice and quick. And to help it speed along, it has got 3 GB of RAM, which is really nice to see. In terms of weight, 152 grams, so it's a little bit on the heavy side compared to a lot of phones, but still definitely not uncomfortably heavy either. Now, something I do like with this phone is that they have curved the edges compared to the previous Sonys. In fact, the Sony Z1 to the Z2 was pretty much identical, and this one, at least they've curved the edges. It is, oh, nearly dropped that then, so probably a little bit too slippy still, but put a case on there and that'll be fine. But it is still very much like the others, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, I probably wouldn't have called it a Z3, you know, like a kind of Z2S, but then again, the Z2 was a bit like the Z1, so maybe a Z1S. But anyway, let's have a look around the OS, see what version we're running on straight out of the box. And you can see 4.4.4. And there we go, KitKat. And do they have any media to preview? They normally do, and they do in this case also. Oh, looks like some new stuff from previous Sonys as well. So let's just quickly play that. It's quite nice that before it actually plays, there's like a little preview of what it is. So let's press play on that and see what happens. In fact, let's test out the speakers.
No breakfast till this place is spotless. Yes, Miss Hannigan. It's hard not for us. It's hard not for us. Sandy, wait! Stop!
Why are you running?
Gives me places quicker.
Kids. Will, this is really going to help your race for mayor. She's a foster kid from Harvard.
So that's pretty good actually. The sound is actually really, really nice. Let's have a look at some pictures on here. Oh, back too far. So everything seems to work really, really smoothly as well. So this is just an unboxing and a just quick power on and a quick OS tour. So I hope you like the video, guys. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. Again, this has been recording using the iPhone 6, and I'll see you guys in the next one.